Good morning, and welcome to Let's Play, where we play games in my Steam and GOG library. And since the last time, I finally did figure out how to move on the map. And it was blatantly obvious, because all you have to do is click on the little arrow button. And, well, your character piece moves. And I'm assuming it knows where to go. Random encounter, there's someone on the road. Get ready. Okay. Some diseases, poisons, and spells can deal damage directly to your character's ability score. Oh, and we have wolves. Okay. It's high time to set up camp and rest. In camp, all characters will restore some of their lost hit points, and those capable of casting spells will replenish them. To camp, you need a special resource, rations. When you press R or click the rest button, an outline of a camp appears under your mouse cursor. A green outline allows you to click to set up camp there, while a red one means that something is blocking it. After setting up camp, click on the bonfire to begin resting. Once everyone has gathered around the bonfire, press the Manage button to see a special camp interface used to set the resting time and distribute the following responsibilities among your party members. Hunting. Success will acquire additional rations. Camp camouflage. Lowers the chance of an enemy attack on the camp the same way Night Watch does. Cooking. Preparing a successful dish will grant positive effects lasting 16 hours to the specific character or entire party depending on the recipe. Special ability. Every party member has their own special ability. You can assign more than one job to a party member, but be careful. That would prevent them from having a proper rest. While resting, your camp may be attacked by enemies. After dealing with them, click on the fire again to continue resting. It is usually better to avoid camping in dungeons. In dungeons, you won't be able to hunt, cook, or use certain unique abilities. Moreover, there is a higher chance of enemy attacks in such places. Alright, so let's take a look and see if there were any goods. Nope. Ooh, we can skin them. Okay. So we will collect the skins. And now, hit R. Oh, we can set up camp right on the road. Oh, very good. Alright, so hunting is required for a rest. The rest will take some time. Well, it looks like your character is attempting to hunt the surrounding area, gathering ration. The main hunter makes a roll against the area DC to determine the outcome. Each additional character helps the main hunter by increasing the roll value. Camp camouflage. Your character attempts to hide the camp to reduce the chance of a night encounter. The camouflage aid makes a roll against the area DC to determine the outcome. Each additional character helps the camouflage aid by increasing roll. Lindsay is cooking. Your character attempts... Okay, so we have... I cannot remember her name, but she's the barbarian. She's doing the hunting. Thrally is the camp camouflage. That kind of makes sense. She is a paladin. Lindsay is doing the cooking, and we have... I cannot remember her name either, but she is doing the guarding. Okay, begin resting. Time passed 6 hours. The hunting took 6 hours. Hunters foraged food equal to 4 rations. Camp camouflage is successful. Your camp chances of being attacked have been lowered. Main cook spoiled hearty meal. Okay. Continue. Right, it seems like that went well. And I guess we are
in due time
on our own now for moving. Oh, there we go. So we can continue on. You know, the more I'm playing this, the more I'm enjoying it. I think we have gotten to the trading post, which is where we were supposed to go. Sure, we'll go to the trading post. You can't hunt in dungeons, make sure to bring enough rations. Good to know.
I'm there.
There's our trouble somewhere. I don't know. I could have sworn I heard trouble. I think that is as far as we can go that way. Oh, okay. Oh, bandits. In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the stolen lands, we demand this week's taxes and some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money, and we'll be on our way. You want to drink some of my blood, too? I'm sick of you. You're like Locust. You think you control everything around here just because you put up that painted rag of yours? You come here to squeeze a stride and come a... Oleg, a large man with a rough face, stops talking when he notices you. Ah, you must be the guest from Rostov. Okay, so we have what's going on here. We have a neutral good response, lawful neutral, or just attack. And there's apparently a specific alignment required for evil, which we're not interested in anyway. Some dialogues feature special options that are available only to characters with certain alignments. We can say what's going on here. Although it's pretty obvious what's going on here, we will go with that option. Isn't it obvious these thugs are robbing us honest settlers? They say they're taking some tax for their leader, the Stag Lord. Oleg spits. But I didn't swear allegiance to any Stag Lords. I pay my taxes to Rostov. But Rostov is so far away, Oleg, and the Stag Lord is so close. And as for you, the young dark-haired woman squints angrily at you. Get out of here before it's too late. This is our land. We own it. Our duty is to protect the trading post. Don't waste your breath on scum like this. Neutral good. I'm not interested in bloodshed, but I won't let you rob this man. Be on your way and I'll let you go in peace. The woman smiles coldly. All right, we'll leave, but what makes you think we won't just return with a greater number? You've performed a neutral good action. Why would we leave when we've got easy pickings for Rostov before us? We'll rip out your guts and empty your pockets.
Their life ends here.
Okay. Come on. Die, you. Victories in combat and other advances will award your characters with experience points. After gaining a certain amount of experience, a character will achieve a level up. This allows them to gain a new class or increase their level in one of their taken classes. This also provides other benefits, such as increasing the character's total hit points. kind of obvious. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Junk, 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 and more junk. Okay. And we're not going to collect any of that junk. All right. And it looks like everybody's got a level up. All right, let's start with Brawly. Pick your character's class. Characters give a host of bonuses and allow characters to take actions they otherwise couldn't, such as casting a spell. Oh, points. Okay. Skills. Let's go with... It marks off the ones that are good class skills. Persuasion? Probably be good. And I think I'm going to put 2 in persuasion. Okay. New ability. Complete. All right. Her athletics are wow. Her athletics, her mobility, and her stealth are very low. She's got very good persuasion, though. Okay, so the NPCs basically level themselves up, I guess. She's got good stealth. Wow. Amiri, that's her name. Okay. She does not have very good stealth. Why am I not surprised she is a barbarian? She has a very good nature lore, though. She's pretty decent mobility and pretty good athletics. Now that I do expect from a barbarian. Alright, so let's go back to...
I'm always ready.
Take that, you scoundrels! Oleg shakes his fist. But now, he scratches his head and stares at the ground gloomily. The girl got away. A plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what are we to do? He sighs heavily. If only I could send Svetlana somewhere safe and show those rats what's what. He notices a fair-haired woman approach. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over. I saw it. I just need to be sure you are all right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, if with a hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something as he looks away, embarrassed. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. I saw someone running out of the trading post. Do you know who it was? That must have been Bakken. He sells potions. He lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He knows every tree and bush in the area and how they can help you. The Stag Lord's gang wants him to work for them. He lacks the courage to fight those bandits, but he won't just walk away from us. He has a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot, especially recently. Tell me more about yourselves. Oleg shifts uncomfortably. Surely there are more important things to discuss. Well, all right. We're just honest folk who came here from Rostov. We fixed up the old fort to house travelers and give merchants a place to trade with the locals. We also deal with the occasional huntsman in the area. Why does any of this matter? When those bandits come back, they'll either drain us dry or kill us. Let's get to the point. You say the bandits are going to attack again. Who are they, and when will they arrive? Oleg waves his hand sullenly. Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut, and you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. So, there's a lawful evil choice. I don't think so. Chaotic neutral. We'll go with lawful good because, well, she is a paladin. You have nothing to fear. I'll help you deal with the attack. Well, I appreciate your good intentions. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Leviton is the last name you'll hear accused of being ungrateful. If we manage to defend this post, I'll reward you proper. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that can be used for the battle. There are some pretty solid traps around, some tar, and a box of alchemist fire looks like. Alchemist fire? We could put it by the gate, light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. But that could set the post on fire, Oleg shouts, surprised. Well, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. All right, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with a crossbow back in my day. I'm going to look around, think on the best way to use the tar and traps. All right, soon as you're finished, let us know, and don't leave the post. The bandits could return any time. All right, so there's Bakken, who's returned. Let's talk to him. See if he has anything to add. Bakken, a frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained and tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Bakken, the local herbalist. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. Oh, what's there to tell? I'm an herbalist. Make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. I live in the forest, live off the land. Since leaving Rostov for these parts, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They let me in out of the kindness, help me with things. They bring me water or firewood when it's cold, and the occasional barrel of honey. They're good people. We could use your help finding the bandits. What's this? Where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that my help in your fight. The bandits here bother you as much as Svetlana and Oleg, maybe more. Help us get rid of them for good. Succeeded at diplomacy check. Woohoo! Boken scratches his head, then hums to himself and puffs out his chest. Well, all right, I'll show those troublemakers. They'll learn better than to chase an old man around. Someone might even write up some verses about me, maybe even heroic ones. Lindsay gives you a worried glance and turns to Boken. Please be careful. Go ahead and help, but leave the heroics to us. You hear? We'll talk later. Okay, so we got help from him. And is that a doggy? Oh my god, that's cute.
My skills are absolute.
Alright, so we have some help. We'll talk later. Not ready. I'm looking around still. This seems to be tar. Spill tar near the trading post entrance to help slow down the bandits. Hopefully that's not going to be a bad choice. So I'm not really wanting to burn the whole place down, which I guess could be a possibility if I do that. Guess we're going to find out. Potatoes. Let's collect some potatoes. Can we go up here? We can. There's nothing up here. Okay.
I'm there.
You're there, huh? Well, I'm here. What's in here? Gold and stuff. We will leave that alone. We have learned our lesson from last time. Yes, potatoes. We took the potatoes. But we will leave their gold alone.
In due time.
We're actually looking for hides, I think. We found the tar. He did mention something about some hides. The old well has been renovated and cleaned. It even has a new roof. Oh, very good. And a heavy crossbow. I don't know.
And Lindsay was called forth.
I don't want to take it. Buckler, buckler. Longsword. We'll leave the stuff alone. Okay. Did not seem like anything useful there. And I did not find that. I still have not found the hides. Where are they? I wasn't in there. Oh, wait. There's a box over here. You know some good steel traps in the box. Use the traps to help catch the bandits. Okay. Oh, it wasn't hides. It was the traps.
I am never wrong.
Alright, I think we're about as ready as we're going to be. I hope. I'm prepared for the attack. Get in your positions and wait. Fear not. I'll stand between you and this scum. You're under my protection. And Mary flexes her shoulders. Finally, a fight. Was bored with all that talking. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes have to start somewhere. I see you're not easily cowed. I beg you, be careful, and please don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Svetlana, go hide inside. We're going to go meet our guests. Time passes. Here they come.
To victory!
Oh, well, that helped. Okay. Or barbarians having a good old time. Let's see what we have in here. Junk. Oh, a cloak. That is not junk. Okay. I will collect that. But everything else appears to be junk. Studded leather. Well, maybe the studded leather will take that one. Well, we have 4 party members. We will take 4 of them. Oleg is breathing heavily, but he shakes his fist in the air menacingly. You rats got what you deserve. Now they'll know better than to treat honest folk like cattle. And our Bakken here taught them a thing or two as well. Now, my lady, head on up to the guest rooms on the 2nd floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't go offending me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. Okay, so I guess we were quite successful. in our first fight. I'm glad it's all over. Even if there was a fight, we'll talk tomorrow once I've finished working. I'll take any more of their potatoes. I already took 3. That is plenty enough. There are plenty of beds in here. Oh, look. Oh, look at the kitty cat. Okay, that's cute. Cute little calico kitty. All right, enough. There's goods in here. Incense, pearl. Well, there's some nice goods in here, but I don't know. Like I said, I've kind of learned my lesson from last time. I'm not sure I should be rifling through everything. Time passed. 17 hours and 14 minutes. That's a lot. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog surrounding you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out the window, and you find out that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, nor a dream. And then, Guardian of the Bloom.
Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
The half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched, and her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please. Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches towards you. It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph. I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight.
Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone.
Sparks light up and fade in the nymph's huge eyes. What do you want from me?
Aid, salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog.
Yes, it hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
All right, I understand.
I don't
Farewell.
believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
The nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. There are no threats in this location. It is a sort of headquarters where you can prepare your party for a new expedition. In such locations, companions don't follow you around and will go about their own business. You can speak with them freely to get to know them better. Once you exit this location and return to the global map, you will be able to choose the companions you wish to take with you, leaving the others here. Whenever you meet a new companion, but don't want to include them in your party right away, that companion will travel to this location on their own. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's cute. That's cute. The kitty runs the other way. It's getting out of my way. That's what she's doing. She's so cute. Okay. So, I guess while we're wandering around this place, I guess for anybody who's into tabletop gaming, you might have already heard the stories coming from, well, the leaks about Wizard of the Coast plans to update the Open Gaming License, or OGL. Now, still at this moment, I would say it's still a rumor, although it does sound like it is more fact than rumor. But from what I've heard, this is not a good thing. It sounds like it's a very restrictive new license. It's very predatory, and it's going to suffocate a lot of, well, creative expression, because people are going to be very leery about signing it and just kind of handing over everything to Wizards of the Coast. Granted, Wizards of the Coast apparently very recently came out with a statement saying that for the moment they're not implementing it, and it was never their intention to steal creators' content and, well, some other stuff. But I'd say that leak has left a distinct lack of trust, judging from the number of videos I've seen on YouTube, the number of posts I've seen on Twitter, and nobody's happy with this change.
In due time.
And, well, until just recently, Wizards of the Coast was very radio silent on the matter. Now, why am I talking about all this? Well, because I am currently playing Pathfinder. And Pathfinder was created by Paizo. And Paizo actually put out their own statement. I think it was yesterday. And in response to this proposed OGL update, they are creating their own system-neutral open RPG creative license, or ORC for short. Very cute. Very, very tabletop gaming centric. Now, the ORC is being, I guess, written up as we speak, will not be owned by any company. It will let all games provide their rule sets and open their games to everyone. It will also be perpetual and irrevocable, which is, I think, the huge word in this is irrevocable, because apparently the OGL 1.0 was supposed to be irrevocable, but they never put that word in the contract, which has given Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro the ability to decide that they can revoke it and put a new one in its place. A new one that is extremely harmful to the community. So, there is a growing list of publishers, including Kobold Press, legendary games, and many more that people may recognize that are on board with the new orc. I would say I'm going to keep an eye on that because I'm now very interested in what's going on. Even though I don't technically play tabletop games, I do play RPGs. And a lot of those RPGs, well, they involve tabletop rules, including this one, which is
if you dare.
follows Pathfinder rules. I was going to do a look at Dungeons and Dragons Online, but I'm not sure I'm going to at this point because it does follow D&D rules. I do not know which version. I don't know if it's 3.0 rules, 3.5. I doubt it's 2.0 because that was many, many, many eons ago. Probably when I was still a teenager. But yeah. There are a couple of great content creators out there who talk about these in more depth, including Role of Law and The Rules Lawyer, who I have watched, and they have done some really good, in-depth, concise videos on the topic. But they are only two of many who have done great videos talking about this debacle. And, you know, if Wizards of the Coast wanted to shoot themselves in the foot, they couldn't have done it any better than this. And so, I think that's all I'm going to say on the topic for now. If things change, I might actually do a video on it. Because like I said, I don't play tabletop games, but I do play RPGs, and who knows? I might get into a tabletop game, because there have been a couple. Troll Lord game seems to have a very interesting system, and I'd like to know more about Kobold Press.
I do what I must.
And I'm just going to leave it at that. And thank you for listening. And thank you to all my viewers. I appreciate you all. Let's talk to Amiri. We're going to talk. Amiri utters a weary sigh. All right, spill it, I'm listening. We're just talking. You don't like it. And Mary shrugs several times, perhaps flexing her muscles or maybe just filling in the silence. Don't know, she admits at last. Depends what we're going to talk about. If it's about monsters or swords or scars, I approve. That's good. That's a formidable sword, but it's not just a simple weapon, is it? You bet it's not simple. Check out how big it is. She proudly raises the blade, and you notice that even though Amiri is extremely strong, she still has difficulty wielding such a lord's sword. Tell me about yourself. The simple question seems to puzzle Amiri. She scratches her head, then starts counting on her fingers. First, I'm a barbarian. I'm strong. I grew up in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. I left my tribe, the Six Bears. Amiri looks thoughtfully at her four bent fingers and shrugs. And I like fights, she concludes, bending her thumb. What does the realm of the Mammoth Lords look like? Huge and freezing. No place for weaklings. Amiri narrows her eyes as if evaluating your ability to survive in her homeland. Tribes hunt orc herds to survive. Orc are fast, so tribes follow herd for days. Just not to not die of hunger. If you're weak, you stay behind and die in the snow. Tribe cannot stop. I guess you had to do a lot of training to become as strong as you are. Training? Ha! No one freaking trained me. The boys of the Six Bears got the training. All I could do was watch. Amiri's eyes gleam with anger. And you know what? They were still junk, even after all that training, because I kicked their butts hard. Why did you leave your tribe? Amiri flushes. 'Cause they were jerks, all of them. Men were cowards and scoundrels, and women were scared like sheep. Amiri rolls her bloodshot eyes in fury. Men there think no girl can be a fighter, 'cause they're weak. They're afraid a woman can beat them. And females just nod. Go sew hides, cook meat, watch kids. That's what they always say. But I'm a warrior. I won't cook hides and watch meat. Amiri is already shouting, her fist clenched tightly. I told them so. I went hunting with men, and what did I get? Still the same. You're a woman. You stay home. Even gave me a nickname, the Soft Chieftain, like a warrior woman was a funny joke. I even went to hunt those frost giants in there. And Mary suddenly stops, breathing heavily, sweat beading on her forehead. After a moment, Amiri waves her hand awkwardly and forces herself to grin. So I left. Cowards, scoundrels, and sissies they were. That's why. You're quite a good fighter. Amiri jerks her head up. Quite good, huh? Compared to who? If I was a male, I'd fight better. Is that what you say? She glares at you, her eyes narrow. Or you say I could be better. Like, go get some training, Amiri, right? Chaotic good or lawful neutral? Let's go with chaotic good. You're very good in a fight. You're an excellent warrior. I've just given you a compliment. That's all. For several more seconds, Amiri continues to glare at your face with suspicion. Then all of a sudden, she mellows. True. I fight good. That's what I do best. Thanks for telling me. Let's talk about something else. Why not? Mary frowns, but she feels she's glad to change the subject. Thanks for talking with me. Let's speak again later. Talking. When will we do some monster killing instead? Mary sighs and turns away. Okay. So we have a lot of people here to talk to with a lot of different stories, which I think I will do some of that off screen so you don't have to watch me talk to every single character here. And next time, well, I guess we're going to be helping a forest nymph figure out the source of the fog that's going to strangle not only her forest, but probably everything.
I'm there.
And until then, bye for now.